Now, the first sign a woman is not going to give you peace on my list today is she sees embarrassing you as fun. Now, my kings, a lot of times kings say, oh, women know how to pretend. You don't really get to know what a woman can do until you marry her. But I'm here to debunk that because that is really not true. Most times, women show you signs of who they are and what they are going to do to you on the long run. But a lot of times, can just see them as either too small to pay attention to, or they are just so in love with the women that they are blinded and they don't think about reasoning whatever it is, whatever sort of thing it is that they've seen. So, yes, my kings, this is one of the subtle signs. If a woman sees embarrassing you, saying things that she knows you find embarrassing in front of other people, and thinking it is just for fun or it's just catching cruise, that is your sign that on the long run, she's not going to give you peace. Because if you marry this woman, there are high chances that your business, the things you think should be within the confines of the home, are going to be out there because she will see sharing them as fun. And when you hear embarrassing things about you, your family outside there, is definitely not going to give you peace. So this is something you should pay attention to. If you notice at the early stages that a woman sees embarrassing you as fun, that is your sign that woman is not going to give you peace on the long run. Another sign a woman is not going to give you peace is she compares you. Now, my kings, if your woman is always comparing you with one person or the other, it doesn't even have to be a man. She compares you with her friends. She compares you with your friends. She compares you with your brother, someone who is related to you, or just any random person. Maybe she likes a particular person or she likes the style of a particular person. And she's always comparing you with that person. Any form or way of comparison at all, you should know that on the long run, that woman is not going to give you peace. Because if she's already starting to compare you, things are going to happen within the marriage that might not sit well with her. So if that is already her default, then you're not going to find peace because every day there would be a reason to compare you to somebody else. And imagine coming home daily to a wife who is always ready to compare you with someone. You do something, she tells you, is that how your mates are doing it? Can't you see how other men are doing it out there? That is definitely not going to give you peace. So if you notice that sort of comparison, no matter how little, from the early stages, you notice that a woman always compares you with one person or the other, one man or the other, or things she sees on social media, that is your sign that she won't give you peace on the long run. Another sign a woman is not going to give you peace is she tries to isolate you. Now, my kings, I know most times you might think it is lovely that your woman wants you to herself. That is fine. We women can get clingy. I think it's natural for human beings to get clingy with someone they love. But if a woman tries to isolate you from people who have been in your life way before she came into your life for no tangible reason, she just goes like, that your friend, that your John friend. I don't like him. I don't like the way he talks. I think you should stop seeing him. And you notice that this is a pattern. She is always finding fault in people around you whom you've known before you met her, then there are high chances that woman is not going to give you peace. She's probably trying to make sure she confines you to herself alone so that when you start going through the things you will start going through that will not be peaceful, you wouldn't have anybody to share it with. Because now she has made you lose all these friends, all these valued relationships. Now, when it is time that you need a shoulder to fall on, most times these friends also feel like they should just stay away. They don't want any problem with your woman. And that is going to make you suffer because already she's not giving you peace. And now you don't also have anybody to confide in. That is exactly what a woman who is not going to give you peace would do. So if you notice that your woman wants to isolate you from friendships, relationships, bonds that were there before you met her, there are high chances that woman is not going to give you peace on the long run. Another sign a woman is not going to give you peace is she's verbally abusive. Now, my kings, with this one is a little tricky because some women also hide under the guise of just joking around to be verbally abusive. And most times, because you're in love with this woman, you just feel like, oh, she's just joking, she's just playing. Please, my kings, pay attention to this. If a woman verbally abuses you, even as a joke, call her to order. Let her know that that will not be tolerated. This is because even if it is not yet a thing and she's seeing it as a joke, it is going to actually get to something real as time goes on. So don't even tolerate it from the beginning. Don't. Let her know that you don't like this type of jokes. She shouldn't abuse you even as a joke. If that woman is reasonable and is not planning to give you a pitiless home, if that makes sense, she would definitely think about it and make sure she works on it. But if it goes the other way around, that she sees it that you're being boring because you're not accepting her verbally abusing you even as a joke, then you already know that is a very huge sign that that woman will not give you peace on the long run. Now, the last sign a woman is not going to give you peace on my list today is she hasn't forgiven her background. Now, let me explain this, my kings. Most times when people come from dysfunctional homes, they kind of feel bad about where they come from. And they have this hatred about their backgrounds, about that parent or that sibling who, through their absence or their presence, was toxic to them, who caused that dysfunctionality in their home. So, take for example, a female child who had an abusive father, she is going to hate that dad because his presence was toxic to her. Or also a female child who had an absent father. His absence was toxic to her, and that will make her hate that father. So if you have a woman who comes from a background like this, who hasn't forgiven this background that she comes from, there are high tendencies that she is going to fall into that background that she hates so much. Because most times people tend to do the things they actually hate. And this is because deep down within you, you're always thinking about that particular thing that you hate. And because you hate it so much and you're always thinking about it, you subconsciously manifest it and become exactly what you hate. So I am not saying that there cannot be people or women from dysfunctional homes that actually end up doing well and raising a good home. It happens. But now it depends on that woman. Is she willing to forgive whatever parents, maybe that asset mom or that absent dad or that present mom or present dad that caused her pain? She needs to let it all go so that she can focus on building a functional home for herself. Now, that is why you should pay attention to this. If you notice that the woman you're with hasn't forgiven her past, please make sure that you either reconsider that relationship or you bring it to her notice. Because sometimes some women or some people who come from this type of homes don't even really know what they are going through until someone helps them. So if she's willing, that is the point. If she is willing to change things and willing to, have you help her with it, then fine. But if not, please run. You are not going to be that scapegoat because she's going to end up giving you so much chaos in your life that you will wonder how you got there. So please, my kings, pay attention to these things. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 5 signs a woman won't give you peace. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do want to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell. Like this video. Drop a comment down below. Share this video with your family and friends. And see you in the next one.